Good afternoon, everybody. Time for another BrickBucks update. Once again, my name is Jim, and this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So before we get into today's video, I would like to kindly ask you to like and subscribe. It really is a big help to our channel, and I personally appreciate it. Thank you. So today we're going to be talking about quick flips. I don't believe have made a video dedicated towards quick flipping. I have mentioned quick flipping in the past. This is something that I don't really do. It's not that I don't recommend it. There is some risk involved, but the risk in the end is kind of minimal. And let's just talk about that real quick. So let's say you're going to flip something quick, and let's say it doesn't work. Well, that item you purchased could be potentially sitting on your shelf for more than 1 year. It could be 2 or 3 years if the set hasn't retired. Now, if you're able to return it, that will be great, and that's something that I would highly recommend that you do if you're unable to do a quick flip. So there is that piece to it. You're tying up capital, and there are sets that might be retiring a lot quicker that you just won't be able to get your hands on, and it'll kind of create a bottleneck, if you want to call it. So I have picked a few sets. These all happen to be Star Wars sets that have been flipped in the past, not by me, but by many people that I know and many people that I don't know. But I just wanted to chat with you and talk about it and go over, potentially future opportunities if you happen to catch an eye out for a set that you believe is worthy of a quick flip. So this right here is the Razor Crest. Now the Razor Crest is of course the flagship set. It's also the flagship ship in the Mandalorian series. This retails for $129.99. Very, very popular set. Now, if you go to Camel, you could see, this is through the roof. I've said in the past, this is a monkey shot into outer space. Let me tell you, this is more than that. This is a nuclear bomb, and it just won't stop. It keeps on going up. The highest it went to was $389 during Q4 of last year. And that's just great. Anybody that was able to flip that, God bless. I'm happy that they were able to do that. The next one is the Star Wars A New Hope Mos Eisley's Cantina, set number 75290. This is a very popular set. And this really, folks, this is really going to be a one-of-a-kind set. You're not going to see any Cantina. You'll see like smaller, I don't want to use the word cheap because it's Lego, but you're just not going to get the quality Lego sets any other time. This is the only time that they're doing it. They may re-release it like 5 or 8 years from now, but I'm highly suspicious that that's actually going to happen. And right here, again, going to Camel, the highest that you could have sold this for was $638, which is not bad. Another set in this, you can see that I've purchased this set 7 times. This right here is the Brickhead's Mandalorian with Child, set number 75318. Now this did retail, it still does retail for $19.95. It has recently been discounted. It wasn't discounted prior in 2020, but I picked up many of them, and Camel says that the highest it sold was $40. I actually sold mine on Amazon for $48, so that is an error. I wonder if there's other sets that sold higher that I recently mentioned that just didn't show up on Camel. But it's not a bad return on investment. Now, I did want to talk about 2 sets that I believe has potential for quick flipping this Q4. This right here is the Lego Star Wars Bad Bunch Attack Shuttle. Great set. Again, similar to the Mandalorian. It's a great inaugural Lego set. This should do really well. You have the minifigures, you have everything that you need. This is currently going for $99.99. This should sell out, and I could be wrong. sometime around the first week of December, might even be, at the end of Thanksgiving. But this should do well if there are supply issues, if Lego, doesn't produce enough during the holiday season. I really like this set. And of course, this set right here is one of my favorite sets of all time. And it's new. It's a re-release of the R2-D2 set number 75308. And this should do really well. I fully expect this to sell out. Now, I do want to share, before I go to the Excel and I go over the return on investments, there are some people that might, have ethical issues with quick flipping. I myself never see a problem with that. The reason why that is if I happen to go to a Lego store and I see a Lego set that happens to be, sold out everywhere, there's absolutely no reason why I cannot go grab that set and put it online to resell. I mean, I have just as much right and opportunity as the next person too. I would also like to go over the approach and strategy when it comes to doing a quick flip. And we could just use this R2-D2 set as an example. Let's say hypothetically we're just able to get our hands on 100 of these during Q4, right? For a retail price, even $180, we'll say. I wouldn't necessarily recommend purchasing 100 of those at a discounted rate for quick flip. What you may want to consider doing is only purchasing 4 or 6 of the R2-D2 set for $180 or $200, and then plan to hopefully sell them all. But if you only sell 3 of them, or 2 of them, and half of what you purchased, you'll come close to getting your money back when it comes to flipping. Now, if you didn't sell all of them, that could be a big deal. You may have to go ahead and return these sets, or this may be a set that is very hard to find, but you weren't able to make a return on investment. So it may be worth you having it on the shelf for 2 to 3, maybe even 4 years. I don't know, I'm just speculating. So I think it's a good idea to just keep that in mind when it comes to your buying strategy. Now, when we hop onto the Excel, we can see right here, this right here I priced when I have lowest price, at the lowest price that these sets were during before a Q4. So for example, the Star Wars Mandalorian with the Child, it has gone down, I believe, to $15.95 not that long ago, but leading up to Q4, it was always at that $19.95 price point. So I want you to keep that in mind whenever you're looking at this. Also, something else, you have this Cantina here. The Cantina only has 82% return on investment, which normally that really isn't that good whenever it comes to reselling with Lego. But also keep in mind that the Cantina set sold for almost $200 above retail price, which is not bad at all. So it may be a small return on investment, but when it comes to dollar wise, that's pretty good. And I knew somebody that was out Lego shopping last Q4, and they picked one of these up from the Lego store. They listed it on their phone, and by the time they drove home, the Cantina had already been purchased on their Amazon account. So there's a lot of advantages to doing it that way. And the Razor Crest did phenomenal. Now, I did put a projection on what I believe the Bad Bunch Attack Shuttle and R2-D2 could possibly do if it does sell out. And I would be surprised if one of them didn't sell out. To be honest, I think both of them probably will, because there's just such a huge outcry for these Lego sets, and adults are coming into it and just scooping all of these up for their personal builds. But these are 2 Star Wars sets that I believe will have a very good chance to flip coming this Q4. Hope you enjoyed the video, my friends. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with BrickBucks.net. Always go out there and get it.